Suffering from all kinds of technical difficulties this morning. All right. I just thought while I was working on my Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge binder, I'd just go live. If anybody wants to stop in, say hello. Super casual, nothing crazy today. Just gonna hang out and work on my binder for a bit. So, yeah, if you come in and are catching up, that's all that's going on. So pretty happy about how this is coming along. Let's see if I can make my face a little bit. Might put my face smaller. Just make it a little bit smaller. Get it out of the way a little bit. We'll put it down here in the corner. Yeah, so cool. I'm really excited about this this binder. It's hard to kind of get it all in the frame here. Very hard to get like a wide enough field of view. I've got my camera way up high to get it all in there. But I'm pretty pumped with how this Gym Heroes is coming along. I'm thankful I got Blaine's Moltres a while back before the market kind of exploded. But and I got Lieutenant Surge's Firo last year. But some recent pickups, I did add this Erica's Vileplume, which is really nice. I added that one recently. Erica's Dragonair was like probably November I added that one. Clefable was probably November too. And then, yeah, I think I added like Misty's Tentacruel in November, Rocket's Moltres in November, December timeframe. Sabrina's Gengar, I also got before it got too crazy, but it did pop off last year. But a lot of these I'm pretty happy with too, like the Rocket Scyther here. I picked up this one in December. If I can get it to show, there's a little swirl right there on the edge. Sabrina's Gengar's got an edge swirl there. So a lot of these cards have like swirls or edge swirls, which is pretty cool. So kind of fun. Alrighty. Well, I have a stack of Gym Heroes is the one that I have the most populated, but I have a stack of cards here that I tried to pre-sort, and I'm just going to be going through and just putting these in. If anybody wants to come by, swing by and say hello, that's great. I know that nothing was really scheduled ahead of time, so going to be kind of hard for most people to know what's going on. Oh, you know what? I never did pre-sort this stack, did I? I must have only pre-sorted the Gym Challenge stack. So I'll go ahead and sort these right now then. So, but yeah, this has been a really fun set to work on. I genuinely love the Gym era sets. I think part of what it is for me too with these, I mean, not only do you have the trainer on the card, which I think is a really cool effect, but a lot of these artworks were done by Sugimori, and so the whole set kind of feels very unified in its style, which I think is really nice. Like, I think a lot of times modern sets, on the one hand, I like how much variety there is to them, but on the other hand, like, they don't necessarily look as unified, if that makes sense. Whereas a lot of these older sets look a little bit more like they go together. They had less artists making them, and I think something about the WotC style, you know, where you've got like a Pokemon in the frame, just kind of, it's very simple, but it looks like it goes together, right? It looks like it follows the same pattern, if that makes sense. So anyway, I don't know. I think it's a fun set. I do think Neo is probably a little bit more just generally interesting to watch, like to look at, you know, than Gym. But I think some of the Gym holos are just lights out. So good for me. Really up there for me. Okay, this one, I'm sorting these. Sorry, I should have pre-sorted these ones. But it's not too bad. But yeah, how's everybody doing? If anybody's tuning in later, which this would be a boring thing to watch later, but would love to hear how life's going. If you're making any progress in your own collection goals. You guys know I've been working on this Gym Heroes and Challenge for a while. I admit I also get distracted by other things that I'm collecting, so it's not like I've put all of my attention solely on this. This is just like my top collection focus at the moment. What's up, Rain? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've just been talking to myself here for a few minutes, so this is super impromptu, last minute. How are you doing this fine Saturday? I know there's a little bit of a lag too between when your comment shows up and then um, when I get to respond to it. So don't think I'm ignoring you. Let's see here. I'm just sorting a few Gym Heroes cards that I need to populate my binder here. So yeah, the Gym Heroes section I have mostly done. Let me show you these real quick. Hollows wise, I'm still missing some. I'm trying to remember which ones I'm missing exactly from Heroes. I'd have to look. I know Misty's like Cedra missing. What else am I missing? Some big ones. But I do have some of the big ones here. Blaine's Moltres got a while back. Was just watching some Olympic stuff. Nice. I admit I haven't watched it even an ounce of the Olympics yet, which is kind of sad. I need to check some out. What's your favorite Olympic sport? I'd love to hear. I think for me, it's got to be, I'm a big skier, so I do love the skiing events, but I also really thoroughly enjoy watching speed skating, and I do enjoy figure skating, to believe it or not, even though I'm a dude. And I do also really enjoy like watching like half pipe, the snowboarders that hit in the half pipe. Those guys are insane. Pretty fun to watch. But yeah, pretty much all the ski events, the downhill, the aerials, ski jumping. I think it's all really, really fun to watch. All those people are pretty crazy. But anyway, Hollows wise, yeah, got a pretty good set of hollows going for Gym Heroes. Got the big boy Sabrina's Gengar. That was an expensive one. Rocket Scyther I added recently. The hollow Misty and Erica. I think I'm missing, is it Brock and Lieutenant Surge for this one? I can't remember. All right, number 20. But yeah, I was mentioning earlier, like I do really dig how since most of the set was drawn by Sugimori, it feels like it's very cohesive. Like the theme, all the art just goes together, which is really interesting. But these non-holo rares are actually surprisingly kind of pricey. They're like somewhere in like the $8 to $12 range, depending on which one. Like the Sand Slash is kind of more pricey, which is I was surprised by. As a Canadian, I didn't know you're Canadian, Rain. That's cool. I like hockey, some of the freestyle skiing, bobsled. Oh, bobsled! I forgot about bobsled. Bobsled's so good. Figure skating, always impressive. I agree. Winter, I'm personally a bigger fan of the Winter Olympics than the summer. Like I just think Winter Olympics are, I don't know, more interesting, and they have more sports that I care about personally. But I was never really like a big runner or anything like that. So Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, dude, this is an expensive one too. But a lot of these I got in like kind of like light play condition, basically. Some of them are near mint. But I basically just said, I'm going to collect the whole set and like somewhere in like the light play to near mint. I have a few mod plays here and there that I may eventually over time kind of replace those. Trying to kind of keep it mostly to light play and near mint. You just asked me that. Is this a near mint set? Like I said, yeah, mostly light play to near mint kind of. And light play would be like, again, like even a card like this. I think this card's kind of like near mint minus, maybe. There's a little bit of like white edges. What's a good example? Yeah, I don't know. Most of these are in pretty dang good shape. I have a few hollows like Sabrina's Gengar. I think that one's light play. Whereas like Rocket's Moltres, near mint. Rocket's Scyther, I think, is light play. Lieutenant Surge's Fear was really minty. Blaine's Moltres, near mint. Erica's Dragonair, near mint. Erica's Vileplume, I think, is near mint. Erica's Fables, more like mod play plus, light play minus. And then Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, I think, is actually pretty played, if I remember correctly. Oh, I never put this one in a nicer sleeve. Oh, no, I guess it's not as bad as I thought. Whitening's not bad on it, but the hollow foil I thought had like more scratches, if I remember correctly. It's really hard to see in this lighting. I think there's a lot of like small scratches on it, but it's not bad. It works. So overall, it's like I'm trying to complete a pretty nice set and not like super low quality or anything like that, you know? But yeah, just kind of fun. I've been enjoying working on Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. I just think it's like I don't know. It's fun to get the vintage vibes, the nostalgia going, and have something master set wise to like to work towards, because I traditionally don't do a ton of master sets. I'm really glad that I already had this card, by the way, because I did not realize how expensive this Rocket Snorlax is. I think it's like a $40 or $50 card. I actually bought like a binder set of Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge from a local vendor, probably like a year and a half ago. Something like that, like right before, kind of right around the time I announced that I was going to work on mastering these sets. And neither him nor I caught that card was expensive. And they're like, we just agreed on a price basically based on it all being kind of bulk. And I was good with it and he was good with it. And I had no idea that this card was actually worth something, which is interesting. So, but yeah, it's just so fun to look at these. I mean, again, like I said, so many of these are Sugimori, or you get like Nishida. But even Nishida's art, I feel like looks kind of similar to Sugimori's art. You know, like there's another Nishida. They are different, but they all still kind of go together. Like the art style of that time still goes together, which is pretty cool. Brock Skullbat. It feels cool to be like filling these pages in because I've had gaps in here for so long. I bought a bunch of these on like TCG Players Black Friday sale. I just never got around to putting them in my binder. And I was like, I need to do a live and just hang out with people and do it. So I there was some too that I bought that came in damaged, and so like I had to end up getting refunds from them or return the cards. So I am still missing some because I had ordered like all of my holes that were non hollow, and yeah, so unfortunately I won't be like finishing the thing off today or anything like that, but we'll be getting it a lot closer, which is good. Let's see here. 72. Here we go. Brock's Sandshrew. I also like this too. They have like two different versions of Sandshrew in here. They do that with a lot, like Brock's Mankey, two different versions. They have that throughout the Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge set. And so when you actually go on TCG Player, you'll see like a number next to the name because there's multiple versions. Even like Erica's Bellsprout and Erica's Bellsprout right here. I like this one better. It's like more moody. Oh, let me pull it out. It's a pretty card. It's actually well done. It's kind of watercolor style. Yeah. And that's a Nishida. I think I really do dig Nishida's art quite a bit as well. But it's all very just kind of cartoony and simple, and I kind of like that in some ways, you know. But it's fun seeing the trainer on all the cards. I don't know. These sets have a special soft spot for me. Am I mixing first edition in a little bit? I'm mostly just collecting unlimited, but if I happened to get a first edition copy of something, yeah. Did you see a first edition around here? Let's see. Maybe I had. Oh yeah, there's a first edition right there. I'm not as like big on splitting out first edition from unlimited like everybody else is. I'm not a big first edition collector. I will collect some first edition slabs, but to me, I don't know. It's usually not worth it to me to pay the extra for first edition. It's so much more expensive, and I mainly just want to have the cards and the art in the binder. But I definitely understand like the chase for some people where they want to go after first edition. Oh, I already have this one. So that never got marked off originally. I wonder if this one's in better shape than this one here. They're about the same. Yeah, sometimes my accounting is not always accurate, so I missed something, but that's okay. Blaine's Tauros I saw by the Vulpix. Yeah, it was Blaine's Tauros. Oh yeah, he's also first edition, isn't he? Why do I have three stacked in here? Two stacked in here. Okay, I have two. Yeah, so I have the normal and the first edition. I don't know if I really like that. I might just... Oh well, at this point it's too late. I already stretched the binder out. I've tried to get away from stacking cards like that. I was doing that a lot back in the day with base set jungle fossil. Like if we, I should show my binder for base set jungle and fossil. But here I can show it real quick. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I can just show you here. Like I was doing a lot of my Charizard's actually not bad. It's pretty good condition, which is I'm glad I completed that years ago. But yeah, like right here you can see like the yellow coming out from below it. I did a lot of stacking, like duplicate copies, sometimes even triplicate copies, which is dumb that I did that, but it was fun. I later was able to go through and like steal a bunch of extra trainers for like deck building, which was kind of fun. But yeah, you can see like Professor Oak here, he's sliding out, and that's because, oh, hold on. Professor Oak here, see how he's wanting to slide out? That's because I stretched my binder out by having an extra copy back there. So I definitely don't recommend that. I wish that I had not done that back in the day, but I might just have to re-put my entire base set binder in another binder eventually, just get rid of this one. The amount of doubles I bought for prismatics. Yes, I bet. One prismatic is so annoying because there's the stupid normal card, the reverse card, the Pokeball reverse, the Master Ball reverse. Like it's just obnoxious. I personally am not a fan of like so many alternate versions of the same card, the same art. I already think it's a little excessive just to have reverses, you know, but I don't know. I can understand, I guess, Master Balls once in a while, but still. So are you working? You must be working on a master set for Prismatic then, huh, Rain? I knew you were doing Surging Sparks. Did you ever finish your Surging Sparks binder? And then how far along are you with Prismatic? That's a brutal set to master. That's so expensive too because the SIR pull rate's so bad. What am I missing here? The Ninetales got damaged, I think, if I remember correctly, in shipping. So I'll need the Ninetales still. I have a friend, buddy at my card shop. I've mentioned him before, the Sleeping Gloom. He has a few extra copies too that I'm gonna buy from him, which will be nice. So no removal gem. These are always fun too, all the trainers. I actually like the trainers in Gym Heroes through Gym Challenge. Let's see, this is 99, right? So 100 for Erica. And then Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, I need Lieutenant Surge Hollow still. I don't have that one yet. If you got an extra copy and you want to sell it, let me know. The 4 different black belt training drives me mad. Black belt training. Black belt training. What do you mean by black belt training? Sorry. You did finish Surging. Congratulations. That's a big accomplishment, honestly. Surging's not a cheap set. So you're going to do the SIRs after? I gotcha. I mean, they keep printing Prismatic like crazy, so the prices of the singles, I feel like, have been coming down, but I have such a bad taste in my mouth for that set. It's like I have like bad memories with it. I don't know. Trying not to be too negative Nancy on Prismatic, but yeah, these honestly the illustrations for these trainers I think are great. Like this Brock's training method, I think that's a really nice one with Onyx there. He's like petting Onyx, he's teaching him. So cool. This Good Manners. This is a cute card. Let me pull it back out here. It's a cute card there. Very Japanese, like with her like kneeling on the floor. You can see like the paper divider wall there. It's really cool. I like it. Even though Team Rocket's minions are pretty good. Misty's Wrath. This is actually a pretty dope card for Misty, I feel like, too, with her and Psyduck, and she's like pissed off. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. First goal for, okay, let's see. In Prismatic, there are 4 different arts for black belts trainer cards. It just seems like a way. Oh, that's weird. That's super obnoxious. I think I know what you're talking about now. Are they SIRs trainers? Or are they like full art trainers? I think I know what you're talking about. I think. Um, I should be more familiar with Prismatic, but like I said, I love this card, by the way. I absolutely love this card. Um, so I don't want to hint it too much, but I'm currently working on a custom master set, and I won't reveal quite yet what it is. Probably won't reveal till later this year, to be honest, but this card's going to be in it. So, little sneak peek. That's a nice Sabrina too. It's cool. I don't know what ESP stands for though. Does anybody know what ESP stands for? Something extra special powers. Especially super psychic. I don't know what ESP stands for, guys. Help me out. What does ESP stand for? Just common arts. Okay. So, but because there's 4 of those trainers, then Rain, with 4 different arts, and they have the reverse, the Pokeball, the Master Ball, and the normal art. So does that mean it's 16 basically different variations of Black Belt? That's crazy. That's honestly crazy. Honestly crazy. I like the secret mission. Lieutenant Surge. Tickling machine. It cracks me up, dude. The tickling machine. Where do they come up with this stuff, dude? Seriously, like who comes up with this? This almost feels like a Komiya card to me, but it's not. It's Sumiyoshi Kazuki. I love it. Misty's Duel. Blaine's Gamble. I think this is a dope card too. Like with him like holding like the miniature, the dice between his fingers. It's pretty dope. It's a cool card. I also like some of the old school CGI, like the narrow gym here, like just feels so nostalgic to me. It's great. And this card, man, Sabrina's Gaze. This is actually one of the better Sabrina arts, I think, maybe ever printed. It's cool. So intense, like just well done. Well done. 12. So the trainer cards only have Pokeballs. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Dang it, I got another duplicate here. I already have the... Oh, this is a first edition. What the heck? I'll put the first edition in there. I don't want to do this, actually. Maybe I'll just put the extra down here. Okay, on to Gym Challenge. So this is really fun. I added a bunch of Gym Challenge stuff recently. This Brock's Ninetales, by the way, is so clean. This is probably like PSA 9 if I sent it in. It's so clean. I had the Blaine's Arcanine, thankfully, in an old binder from like forever ago. Such a cool card. I would eventually like to get a nicer copy. Like this one's kind of like low end light play, maybe starting to touch into mod play territory. Like there's white all around the edge. I probably would personally sell this as like upper mod play. So I would eventually like to get a little cleaner copy of Blaine's Arcanine, but I don't know. At least I have the card right now. Giovanni's Gyarados is not bad. I think that one's light play. This Erica's Venusaur, very, very clean copy. Another like probably PSA 8, 9 type candidate. Like true near mint. I think, does it have a swirl? I'm trying to remember now. Gosh, I need to do a better job grabbing this. No swirl. It was just really clean. But I love that Erica's Venusaur and the Giovanni's Gyarados, the Blaine's Arcanine. Beedrill I had for a long time. This is a sad card. It had like a little like almost like a grease smudge on the top. So I had to like actually clean it with a little bit of alcohol to get the smudge off. Really sad. Like Yeah, I don't know. So this one's not as great a condition as I'd like, but it's all right. It's got a swirl though. It's, let's see if you can see it right there. Yeah, look at that right there. It's pretty. It's pretty. Can I have the nine tails, please? I don't blame you. It's a sick nine tails, honestly. And this one's, like I said, it's so clean. Like the hollow was so nice, which is hard to find. I find, like, I feel like with vintage cards nowadays, like so many of them are worn. But yeah, it's a beautiful card for sure. I think it's worth, if you need this one in your nine tails collection, I would probably get it sooner rather than later, because I do feel like vintage is on the rise, and I don't think this card has quite been discovered yet. So I think you could probably still get a good deal. This is honestly one of my favorite gem hollows. I really love Misty's Golduck. I just think it's so cool. I actually bought this one in I think I showed you guys a PSA 9 first edition copy recently. And Sabrina's Alakazam. This is another favorite of mine too. I love Alakazam in general. This one's got a little half swirl down here at the bottom. I actually bought this as a PSA 6 and cracked it, which was pretty nice. Got me a little better quality copy without having to break the bank. Koga and Sabrina were new additions too. Goodness gracious, this Sabrina, dude, is so expensive. It's so expensive. There must be like some really big Sabrina collectors. It's kind of crazy how much that one costs. And I'm glad I got this one a while back too, because this card has really popped off. Everybody's going nuts over Gengar. And this is a non-holo, guys. Non-holo. But Sugimori did a good job with that one. All right, let's start filling these in. Looks like I got somebody else in the hangout here. If you feel like saying hello, would love to know who's lurking. Would love to say hello. So Rain, once you get done with Prismatic, do you have any other sets on the radar that like you're thinking about completing? This is such a cool pincer, by the way. That Giovanni's pincer is so nice. Here, let's actually hold this one up a little closer. Very colored pencil style art. Sugimori crushed it on this one. I really like it a lot. The bark, the tree bark looks really nice. 23. Okay, I have these a little bit out of order apparently. Apparently I didn't fully like, I think I just put them in like rough order, but not complete order. 26. It's a nice Koga's muck. I think it's a pretty cool muck. Like a different perspective on muck. Usually you just see them as like a, you know, a mashed up pile on the ground. So kind of cool to see them in different style. Yeah, I didn't completely sort these, did I? Where is 34 gonna be? 33, 34. I like this Brock's Graveler. The blue on it, I think gives it a nice, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, ambiance, I guess. I don't know. I may have to flip back and forth, guys, because I didn't completely sort these. 38. Wait a minute. What was the last page? 36, 37, 38. So, see, like, there's even in Gym Challenge, there's another Bellsprout, even though there was 2 Bellsprouts in Gym Heroes. So there is a lot of like repeats of the same cards because it's just the original 151 Pokemon, you know. Koga's Bolt Golbat, 46. 46. Ninetales Master Set. That's awesome though, honestly. Oh, apparently I had an extra copy of this floating in my stack for some reason. Oh, this card is so expensive. I think it's just because people are big Bulbasaur collectors, and so they specifically collect this card. I don't know. I can't figure out exactly because the Charmander and Charmeleon don't carry nearly the cost, but Erica's Bulbasaur specifically is a very expensive card. So it's got to be something with Bulbasaur collectors. It's like, I want to say, yeah, I went down to Light Play for this, and I still think it was like a $12 to $15 card, and it's an uncommon. Like it's crazy when you think about it. But yeah, pretty wild. The Lieutenant Surge's EV2 is pretty expensive. That's like a $20 card light play. 31. I gotta go back here. Blaine's Charmeleon. It's not my favorite Charmeleon, but it's pretty good. I like this Rapidash a lot though. Rapidash always cards I feel like always go hard though. Flaming Horse, like come on, hard to not like a Flaming Horse. Primate. This is not my favorite Primate, but hey, it's pretty cool, you know. A lot of these cards have very simple backgrounds, I will say that, especially compared to modern art. Like it's, you know, they're definitely not as fancy, but still love the nostalgia of this. You probably have this one, don't you, Rain? With the Brock's Vulpix. I think this is a really nice Vulpix art. I've always really enjoyed this one. I remember seeing this one as a kid. And that was the magic of being a kid too. Like this is just an uncommon, but you'd get excited to collect something like this as a kid because it was just a cool Vulpix card. Mr. Beast is doing a first edition giveaway before the Super Bowl. I had no idea. That's actually kind of sketchy because it probably means that we're going to just continue to bring more hype into this hobby, which is definitely not what we need right now. I did not hear that. Mr. Beast, dang it. I gotta be honest, I'm not a big fan of Mr. Beast's content. It feels kind of like content sludge. Obviously, he's far more successful than I will ever be. So it's not a comparison of like ability. He clearly has the ability, but I just feel like it doesn't, there's nothing about it that like appeals to deeper thought process or like deeper meaning, or I don't know. It just feels a little too like flashy in your face, consumption oriented, you know. 7, 8, 9, 10. Koga's Wheezing. I like this Koga's Wheezing, by the way. I think it's cool. I like how the background is like multicolored, almost like poison, you know? It's pretty cool. You're only missing 3 Vulpix cards? That's so sick. So what are the 3 that you're missing then? Are they mid-era? Trying to think too. I saw a pretty cool Vulpix recently. What was it? I feel like mid-air has been something I've been exploring a lot more lately and just really wishing that I had been more on top of it, like buying mid-air cards before they all popped off, but that's what we're all full of. This Koga's Pidgey, I think is great. I like how he's like a carrier pigeon where he's got a message, you know, that's tied up that he's carrying. Like that's pretty clever. Carrier pigeon, like these little subtle things a lot of times we just don't take the time to stop and enjoy. I find it funny that they put the coughing as number 48, then they put Koga's Pidgey as number 49, then the wheezing as 50. So it's like they split up coughing and wheezing. I find that interesting. But oh well. $44. Giovanni's Nidorina. Yeah, this Ivysaur is pretty sick too. This is also really expensive. The whole like Erica's Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur line is all expensive. I don't know. Bulbasaur fans must be. I like Bulbasaur a lot, but like I wouldn't consider myself like a hardcore Bulbasaur collector. I just like Bulbasaur, but 41. This Aircless Clefairy, dude. Look how cute that card is. Totally cute, girly card. It's well done. They did a good job with that one. Really, really cute. 47. This is kind of interesting too, this Kakuna, where he's like, it's almost like implying that he's already seeing himself as a Beedrill. Like he's dreaming. He's like thinking ahead about when he evolves into a Beedrill. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be the best Beedrill there ever was. I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny. Kind of funny. 2016 McDonald's UK. Okay, that's right. You told me about that one. The 50 HP corrected base set card. Oh, okay. So you're collecting the error ones too. And Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Undaunted Symbol Misprint. Whoa, that sounds really obscure. That's crazy. If you have a link for the Heart Gold Soul Silver one, drop it in the chat. I'll try to pull it up. Because honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I already have this Meowth, the duplicate. How clean is this copy? Yeah, they're about the same. The one that's already in there is probably slightly cleaner, but yep. So I bought some extras. Oh well, I don't mind having extras of these cards. I think they're pretty special. Clearly I am not very. I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of reshuffling the order here. 250. Yeah, here's the Lieutenant Surge's Eevee I was talking about. This card's expensive, guys. Maybe I'm exaggerating. $20 might be the first edition one, but even the non-first edition is pretty pricey for an uncommon. 54. Oh, I love that Dugong. Okay, I'm just gonna start putting some of these in here. 51. Lieutenant Surge's Eevee. I love this Lieutenant Surge's Electrode too. I think this is really cool. Electrode has so many good cards. When you go back through the vintage era, Electrode actually has some really nice art. Like really nice. Eradicate 53. Honestly, this is so nice. This Misty's Dugong is beautiful. Like, it doesn't make any sense why Dugong would be floating up in the atmosphere with like a mountain in the background. But it's really cool. And I love Dugong in general as a Pokemon. It's like an underappreciated one, I think, for me. That new Dugong from Phantasmal Flames, right? I think it's Phantasmal Flames. I really like that one a lot. Guys, this feels so cool to get this binder, getting it filled in. We're getting there. Look at that Oddish. Look how cute that Oddish is. I love that it's implied that it was planted in the pot. The pot got knocked over and it fell out. I just think that's cute. I should get my mom this card, honestly, because she's a big gardener. I got her the Leafeon from Crown Zenith, which is a really cool one. 82, 87, 55, 59. All right, 55. This is a great Haunter too. I like how he's chilling up on the rooftops, and then it's kind of cool too. There's other like ghost haunters in the background. It's hard to see, but they're like very faint. But it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, where am I? 55. Oh, I already have this one. Weren't. How many of these duplicates did I get? I think this one's maybe a little bit cleaner. Yeah, this one's cleaner for sure. Oh, you can't share links in the chat. Okay, let me just look it up here. Let's do. Ooh, it's a little risky to do screen share. I don't know what it's going to pull up here. We'll see. You can tell it's showing my let's do this. Okay, Heart Gold Soul Silver Vulpix. And it was the one, what did you say it was the one? It was like Undaunted Symbol misprint. Undaunted misprint. Oh yeah, we'll just say error. Let's try this link. Pokegym. Nope. Images. Maybe it's under images. Not very helpful, is it? But here's the Heart Gold Soul Silver. So I'm going to guess that it's just the symbol probably was off. This is a really pretty card. Wow. Really nice. Like very watercolor kind of style maybe, or I don't know. What would you call this? Kind of pastel. That's cool. That's a nice Vulpix. That's cool. I think that you're doing that Vulpix and Ninetales collection. I've never done like a specific Pokemon collection. Probably should consider doing it. I end up liking too many different Pokemon. Sabrina's Mr. Mime. Let's see here. Okay, let me grab another stack here. 69, 90. Oops. Do a little more sorting here. I should have done more sorting before, apparently. Let's see. Jigglypuff. I'll just have to come back. Jigglypuff is 69. It's a pretty... Oh, I never switched back. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. Jigglypuff. It's not a bad Jigglypuff, honestly. Not a bad Jigglypuff. Blister set HESS printing, but had undaunted set symbol. Dang. Hey, the Sleeping Gloom. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you popping in, man. Going pretty good. I'm just chilling. Nothing crazy. No crazy live today. Just filling in my Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge binder with a bunch of cards. I got to get those other few from you sometime soon. Got to swing by the shop and get them. Rain was telling me about her. She's missing 3 Vulpix cards in her collection, and one of them is like a misprint from the Heart Gold Soul Silver era, which that's pretty cool. We pulled the art up. That's a beautiful card, honestly. I would not be surprised if the Sleeping Gloom has that card. He's got a lot of really cool mid-era cards. Do you have like any of those mastered? I know you have he's got like some pretty sweet like Pokédex style binders, and then also artist binders. I've only seen I think a fraction of his collection, but that's pretty amazing. Giovanni's Magikarp. I actually really love this card. I just think it's nice, classic Sugimori art of Magikarp. It's great. It's great. It hits all the nostalgic check marks for me. All right, 73. 82 is right here. It's not a bad little Weedle. It's kind of cute. And of course, we got the Voltorb flying through the night sky. I don't know how Voltorb's always jumping around somewhere, but he is. It's a nice Seadra. Or excuse me, Horsey. Oh my gosh, Seadra. Why did I say Seadra? Number 90. I know Sleeping Gloom has this card for sure. Psyduck's one of his favorites. It's a great Psyduck card. It's a really nice Psyduck card, actually. Sabrina's Drowsy. 394.95. Oh, and I love this one too. This Sabrina's Psyduck, I think, is a really nice card. Really nice card. I think this one, yeah, it's pretty clean, which is good. But yeah, I dig Sabrina's Psyduck. I love this Sabrina's Porygon down here. It's so cool. With like the technological, you know, it's like traces from a circuit board in the back. It's really cool. Really cool. Started a Pokedex, but gave up. I tell you what, if you look at the Sleeping Gloom's binders, they're impressive, man. I think you have every Pokemon, don't you? I don't think he's missing any. I think he has all the new ones too. So he's got them over multiple binders, and it's really cool. Really cool. It's great too because you end up with a lot of like commons, uncommons, rares. Like not everything has to be a big showy card. I love this Sabrina's Ghastly as well. Misty's Magikarp. This is the goofiest Magikarp, man. Like look how goofy his head is. It's great. It's great. Love this old set. It's good stuff. Kadabra. Was this like the last? Well, okay, WotC era we had. We probably had Kadabra in. Do we have Kadabra in Legendary? We would have had Kadabra in the E series at least. But at some point they got in trouble for using the Kadabra name, I think, right? I don't remember what the story was with that whole lawsuit thing, but like Pokemon basically had to like stop using Kadabra on cards for a long period of time, and then they finally were able to bring it back. I don't know. I think I think people get way too obsessed with copyrights of stuff. Like being able to copyright a name, Kadabra, like give me a break. Just come on. I don't know. That's me. I'm a little bit more fluid about that stuff as far as let people, enjoy their creativity. But all right, let's see. Where's the rest of the Pokemon here? Because we're getting to trainers. Yeah, so it looks like I am still missing. So if we go back here with Gym Challenge, obviously I'm still missing a decent amount of holos. I need Misty's Gyarados. That's a big one. I need Rocket's Mewtwo and Blaine's Charizard. Those are the two biggest cards I have left for the Gym series. But then I do have some gaps still here. I got two more. Let's see. I got two more trainers, I think. Who am I missing? I got Blaine. Would it be... Who am I missing? Is it Giovanni? I'm probably missing Giovanni and... Let's see, I have Sabrina, Koga, Blaine. Who else would it be? Trying to remember now. Lieutenant Surge is in the other one. Misty's in the other one. Maybe they have a second. Oh, maybe Brock's in this one, actually. Brock might be in this one. I get the two confused as far as which one has Brock in it. Yeah, this is a cool card too. Love the Nidoking in the background, like how he's like super dark. You can barely see him. That's a sick card. Really nice. I'm missing Overquill. What the heck is Overquill? I'm trying to remember what Overquill is. Close to having most of the Heart Gold Soul Sarah sets finished except the base set. I should have prioritized it more in the past, but I haven't gone and tried to complete it yet. That's amazing, though, that you have most of those. Psyduck is the best Pokemon lol as a collector. It sucks that every Worlds promo has Psyduck. Yeah, dude. And then there's a lot of those Staff Worlds promos. So if you're like a completionist, that's just brutal. Psyduck's on a lot of those old Tropical Wind. You know the ones I'm talking about? They're like literally trophy cards. Tropical Wind. Let me look up a couple one of those real quick. New window. Let me share. So, Pokemon Tropical Wind. Yeah, these, dude. Technically, if you want to be complete, you'd have to collect these too. And these get crazy expensive, man. So I'm sure, I don't know. You could make an excuse though that like, well, that's a trophy card. So like, I'm not going to collect a trophy card, But yeah, they have all of these old school Tropical Wind. So sad, man. They're so expensive. Even ungraded, this one's $123. Wild. Sitting in the car right now while my wife is yarn shopping. Oh, that's awesome. That's so adult, man. Yarn shopping. Does she knit or crochet? My brother is actually like a pretty master crocheter. He took a pair of flip-flops and he like punched holes in the edges and then he crocheted a shoe over the top of the flip-flop. Which is pretty amazing. So he like turned them into like crocheted shoes. That's a Hisuian Pokemon. Okay. Tropical Wind is the older era Worlds promo. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably what it is. I just always remember them as Tropical Winds, but you're right. I think they are the Worlds promos. But I do think, I thought some of them are, I thought some of them were like given to just contestants, right? I'm probably confusing them. But yeah, if you're trying to collect those, man, that is absolutely brutal, dude. It's so brutal. Those are so expensive. Koga, non-holo. Lieutenant Surge's secret plan. I love this Blaine's quiz number 2. I think that's a pretty sick card. Saffron City Gym. I do have a few first editions mixed in here, like the Saffron City Gym. Oh, I love this Erica's Kindness. This card's so cool. So cool. 103. Where are you? There we go. I seriously though, I think these are some of my favorite trainer cards is the gym series, the gym era trainer cards. Like the heavy like focus on characters that you know. I really dig that. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Koga's Ninja Trick, the Japanese version, has like something that looks like a swastika there instead of this symbol, whatever this symbol means. And so it was one of the banned cards where they had to change it in English. Kind of a fun little fact for you guys if you don't already know about that one. Let's see. She mostly, okay, let's see. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm kind of behind here. What modern sets do you have mastered? Oh, that's what's really sad. I don't have any completely mastered. I have 151 pretty close. I think I'm missing the close is relative. I'm not super close. I have SIR wise, I'm missing Charizard, which is the biggest one. Obviously, I kept hoping I would pull it, and I should have just bought it. But I do have duplicates of other SIRs that I could sell to buy Charizard, so it kind of works out. And I am missing some of the illustration rares. I'm missing Ivysaur, Squirtle, and War Turtle. I have Squirtle in a PSA 10, but I don't have a raw copy in my binder. And then I'm missing a few of like the full arts, but I'm pretty close on 151. Paradox Rift, I kind of have neglected a little bit just because I've been focusing a lot on vintage. Feeling like I'm like missing out. Like if I don't hurry up and get vintage, like I'm cooked, which is probably the wrong attitude to have. But Paradox Rift, I've been making some noticeable gains on Paradox Rift. I recently picked up a few more cards for that. So it's not done, but it is coming along. So I do hope to have Paradox Rift done probably in the next year. And then I'm trying to think. Destined Rivals is pretty far along. I'm only like 2 IRs short, but I'm missing a lot of the ultra rare full arts, and I'm missing some of the SIRs in the binder. I have copies. It's kind of weird. Like that set I like so much that I am collecting some graded copies, which does detract from me getting my binder done. But those are the ones I'm like working on, and I've made pretty good progress on them for as far as modern goes. But yeah, I don't master a lot of modern sets, I admit. She mostly does crochet, but has done knitting as well. She has her own small business where she sells various stuff she makes. Dude, that's dope. Show you the Bob's Burgers tapestry blanket she made for me. That's amazing, man. That's so cool. That's cool that she's able to turn it into a side business and like anytime you can make money actually enjoying what you do, it's such a win, you know, because I feel like that's the thing is like most of us have to go to work and we don't necessarily love what we do all day. And so it's like, if you can make money doing something that you're passionate about, I think that's just such a win. Misty's Wish, get all the waifu collectors all excited. Calm down, folks. Calm down. She's like a teenage girl. Sorry, I made that weird. Where is Sabrina supposed to go? 110. Okay, they got her back here, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting. 120. Rocket's Secret Experiment. And 125. Transparent walls. Huh. It's kind of interesting. The wall is like blocking out Weezing so you can't see him. I don't know. These old school CGI trainers, I think, are kind of special. They're kind of fun. We used to spend our summers doing the Ogden Farmers Market and other various markets. That's awesome, dude. I actually love the Ogden Farmers Market. I need to go again. I think I went like one time last summer. I need to go more often. This card is expensive, by the way. Misty's Tears. I think it's like $15, and I had to get like a played copy. It's crazy, man. Some of these cards like just they pop off. This one I think I got refunded or partially refunded because it has a dent. I think for now I'm just gonna throw it in here and then I'll replace it probably later with a nicer copy. I'm trying to avoid damaged copies specifically for this set. I have picked up some damaged like mid-air cards though, just for fun of having the artwork, you know, cheap. 16 Master Ball, very classic. This Sabrina Psychic control, dude, so scary. So creepy. So creepy. 21. Okay. It feels so good though to get this stuff filled in. I like this Warp Point one too. Another 90s like CGI card, kind of fun. They did a good job with the ripples too. It's pretty neat. And I like how he's like his butt's going in one direction and then he's coming out the opposite direction, like his butt's up and his head's down on the other one. It's clever. The artists were clever, man. They did a good job. So, let's see. This one is Keiji Kenibushi. Never heard of that one. Never heard of that artist before. Cinnabar City Gym. Max Revive's a nice card too. Good looking card. And then, so missing a couple trainers still for Gym Challenge. And looks like I already had these three. Did I order like nicer copies maybe? I mean, this one's a little nicer copy, but like, why did I get these? I must just not have recorded them in my spreadsheet, and I just went ahead and ordered them because they were cheap. That was dumb. That was dumb. Oh yeah, that one's a bad copy. This is a much better copy. And maybe that's what it was. That's probably what it was. I probably had it recorded as poorer quality copies. But I don't think this one's any better, honestly. So it's unfortunate. Ugh. Gym sets have so many side ducks. Yes, they do, man. It's really true. They have a lot of side ducks. And honestly, I don't know if you noticed, but I have an extra Misty's Gold Duck just because why not? This card's freaking awesome. And I can't seem to get enough of it. I could put a whole page of Misty's Golducks and like 2 pages of Lieutenant Surge's Firo, and it still wouldn't fill enough. Erica's, I feel like my 3 favorite gym hollows would be Lieutenant Surge's Firo, Erica's Dragonair, and Misty's Golduck, I think. And it's tough because there's a lot of really good cards in these, but yeah, look at this, guys. We are coming along. I am filling in a lot of the gaps. So much done now, which feels really good. I'm getting there. Still missing this trainer here. Oh, what's that? Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Looks like a little like hair from my face or something. It's just gross. Gross. But yeah, I don't know. It feels cool to work on these. Are you guys working on any vintage sets? I mean, I guess Sleeping Gloom, you mentioned you're trying to work on finishing off the whole Heart Gold, Soul Silver era, which is pretty freaking dope. I have been working on my little custom binder project, which I think Sleeping Gloom is the only one that knows about it. Time to go. Hey, we'll see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. And I'll have to meet up with you at the card shop sometime and get some of those extra cards from you. Pay you for those ones. But thanks for swinging by. I'm actually about to call it anyway. I just wanted to kind of put these in and see if anybody was available to hang out. Oh, here's a little spoiler. Spoiler! Some bangers back here. Most people will never see these, but I'll probably reveal these later. I have started already working on Neo. Oh, I love that shiny Noctowl so much. So good. Got the Lugia out of the way. Some of these bigger cards I've been getting out of the way. Look at that first edition Skarmory. So nice. So yeah, I have a long ways to go for Neo, but been getting a few things done. So well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. But Rain, Sleeping Gloom, anybody else that might have lurked, thanks guys for showing up. I appreciate it. It was fun just to hang out. I just figured, why not? See if I can interact with anybody that might be available while I go through my binder. So time to go get some stuff done today, but that was fun. Thanks for swinging by, guys. I will catch you in the next one.